Today we're going to talk about cleaning your 14 flavor pucker powder bulk machine. Some things that you're going to need are a can of compressed air. You'll need a spray bottle with glass cleaner or some warm soapy water. You'll need some dry towels or rags. You'll need an extension cord and the bucket head vacuum cleaner that's found in the base of your system. Occasionally you'll get buildup inside of your mechanisms, and the easiest way to clean that is to take a can of compressed air and just blow out the inside of your mechanisms really well. You may still have a little residue in there, so take a dry rag and get in and just wipe down gently the inside of your mechanisms. The next area of your unit that we're going to discuss is where you actually load candy in the system. This is a common area for product buildup that needs to be cleaned regularly so that you don't see caked, sugary mess that's behind your trim covers. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the slide valve closed, then we'll adjust the rocker arm pins so that your whole mechanism, the bottle, and your trim cover all lower. Let this gently drop so that you can take a good look around the top of this plate where the bottle funnel actually meets the mechanism. This is a common area where we get a lot of buildup, and it's best to really clean that and dry that out. So we're going to actually open two of these to take a good look at that space. As you can see, candy likes to build up around the top edge of the funnel where the seal is, and again on this hinge plate. So this is an area that we don't want to put anything wet on just yet. We want to clean this out. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to wipe off all of these funnel seals. Let's get them all good and cleaned up. Try to get as much of the dry stuff off as possible before we actually move all of this around, because we're actually going to remove your actual mechanism from the machine. So we're going to take our bottles, our empty bottles, off of the system. We're going to set them off to the side. And even with this, there's going to be some product buildup, so we definitely want to go through, make sure we're cleaning all of this as we go. All right, so the easiest way to remove your entire mechanism in the bottle assembly is to take the entire hinge mechanism, place it on your shoulder, and rotate your bottle assembly out in its entirety. So that way you're removing the entire mechanism and the bottle from this ball valve and from the top of the assembly. We're going to set this off to the side in a minute, but we're going to take the empty bottle that we just took out of there and we're going to pour that product back into the empty bottle. One, this will help if you put your machine up for a while, break up any clumps that may be in the product itself. And it's going to protect that product while we set it off to the side. A couple of areas of note for cleaning. Again, your entire trim assembly here. So you're going to see buildup possibly on this metal hinge. You'll see buildup in the funnel. You'll see buildup around the top where the bottle kit goes. And you'll actually see buildup where the bottom of the mechanism pins into the system. All of this has to be cleaned. So again, we're going to take our rag. We're going to put some of our cleaning solution on that. And we're going to work these areas until they are clean. We want to get all of that old candy product that's dusted off of the system. So again, there's another one you can see around the pin. We've got a little debris build up around that. We've got a little debris build up around here. So we want to get all that cleaned. Now that you've got your mechanism free from the unit, you can go through and inspect it. Take a look at the bottom, look at the top, clean any of this off that needs to be cleaned. Clean out that opening. Any debris that might be in the way that could potentially affect the mechanism from dispensing, now's the opportunity to clean all that off. This is a great time to inspect around the top of your machine for any plastic wears or any cracks that might be developing. It's also a chance for you to check out the seals around your funnels that your bottles attach into. All right, so we will go back around the machine and we'll do this for each and every flavor until we're fully cleaned and ready to go. All right, so now we're going to return the mechanism to its location. We're going to lift this back up on our shoulder again. As you can see in the bottom of the mechanism, there's this little slot and it will line on the ball here. So we'll get that lined up. And then your mechanism will actually slide to the left of this plate at the top and it will simply rotate into place until it snaps and it's found its location. So that mechanism is now secure. And now we can lower our hinge mech. We can get our bottle of candy again and we can load our bottle of candy in there. We'll turn it up and we will lock the system back into place with its pin. And now with the slide valve that's keeping the candy, you can see that the mechanism is empty. When I pull the slide valve forward, we're now dumping product back into the mechanism again. In your 14 flavor unit, in the base of your system, if you open the door, you'll find inside of here a small folder where you'll have instructions for your unit as well as directions for your vacuum. Your vacuum can be found in this bucket. It's a bucket head vacuum. This is available at most major retail box stores, but you'll pull this out and you can plug this in to leave it in to activate it, but we're going to take it out to clean it. The first thing we're going to do is if you have any tube stock in your system, remove all of the tubes that are in your unit, set those off to the side. Any trash or waste that you may have in your waste bins, such as plastic wrappers, remove that so you can pull your containers up and out and empty those into the trash. And after we've checked everything, we're all clear and good, we're now going to get ready to vacuum out everything, including your perforation area. So we're actually going to push down on the hinge point on your perforated metal, and we're actually going to lift this up and kind of set it off to the side. We'll turn our vacuum on and clean everything out really. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to clean the entire catch basin. As you can see, this plastic is textured, and so it gets a little buildup over time. Best thing to do, instead of spraying directly to the surface, is spray some of your cleaning fluid on your rag. An area of common problem is down here in the bottom of your machine. This is an easy place for a catch-all. It's highly recommended that you remove all tubes, any stored candy that might be down here from time to time, and just gently wipe out the bottom of the inside of your machine. Once it's cleaned and emptied out, then you can put all your products and supplies back and then return your vacuum back to its home in the base of your system. clean your vacuum, you're going to open it, take the head off so that the 5-gallon bucket it's attached to can be emptied out. Also, this is a time where you can change your filter. It has a small rubber band that goes around it, so you can take this off, clean the filter out, and or replace it. We're going to dust this one off. Now your vacuum is ready to be used.